Anyway, I need it for me.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check. Lucky. Wide. Get wide.
Allen hands off to McCoy. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Check. Crunch. Alert.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this one caught by Beasley. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bills send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And Wentz not going to take the snap here. Instead, he turns and calls a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now Wentz throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not no chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Back, man. 120.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. To the air, Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they? Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they? They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games. After the sack on 1st down, Allen, he's going to look deep down the field, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. 3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out. It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now. They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them. To try again after the sack. Allen will set up the screen to McCoy. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there. And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Half 85.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he's going to go down again. Fletcher Cox, and this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
49
On play action, Wentz. And his throw here is incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a play fake. Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Wentz now nearly perfect, 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Well, that's complete to Sanders. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's complete to Croft. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
The Bills on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Allen going to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hauschka with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the lock.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 77 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Allen now looks to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the 2nd quarter now. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And
he loses the football a 2nd time. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down.
What'd they say?
Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. So he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
There's another bet in there, so Kamora or Prinny can have that there.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive.
You just had a problem.
That's the whole reason why
We switched.
What's the difference?
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
What is the difference?
That 1st down run could not have turned out worse for our defense because when they came out on the field, their number 1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
And some room to work. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Philly. 64 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. To throw his wins.
First shall be.
Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
You know what I mean? I'm just
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9.
Right now you paying
Play action. Now wins. Oh, there's There's that man again. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the
Yeah,
football.
where's that at?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good
I
matchup
didn't
for
go
him.
through all
So
the.
2nd and 8 here after the pass play for
Yeah,
2
I'm gonna look
yards
at it
on
once
first down.
I just had started this,
Wins.
and y'all were actually looking at
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up
it. Some
incomplete.
stuff.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Wins to throw again. Left side here to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown,
Right.
Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Now
after
how
the
does their
touchdown, here's
down
Elliott
payment
on to
stuff
kick it
work?
away.
You gotta pay. It was like $800.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Everybody's paying about $100. Well, a little less than $100.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by
What have we
much, as
already
he's
paid?
marked down at the 21-yard line.
I mean, what have we already paid at?
Oh.
Because will we get our full money back?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their
Right.
next drive.
They
And
did.
3 interceptions in this game. And I would
Switch us out. And once we talk to everyone, it's like, nah, that's not going to work.
That his
You know what I
pass is
mean?
intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Plus the whatever the reservation.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick
Right.
6.
Now,
And the
I
kick
mean,
is
before
away.
we cancel, is there anything else in the
And no
bill?
return on this one as the fair catch is
You know,
signaled
we
for
can
and taken.
transfer over.
Not 8. But if we go with a 9-bedroom,
Right.
if we go bigger, or if we downgrade, which is pushing on downgrade, but if we go bigger, we got to pay $100. They're going to assess the administrative fee of $100.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
I still didn't get payment.
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evident.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Yet another interception, and I just had to double
Man, they
check
get
my
to see how.
math. But it is
like,
now
yo,
8
that's
between last
real
week and
how
this
it
week.
is.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about
Y'all wanna
double checking.
put- y'all wanna
The thing
pay,
that
we can
always
get 'em
throws me
something
when
like
you see
that.
quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure out what they can
Yeah.
do.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Right.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards.
Yeah,
Just
I
the
see
same there,
how.
partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed.
This be
Been an easy day for them.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This will be caught just inside the 10. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. He's got goal. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And now here is another interception. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. McCoy, 5th season with the Bills after those 6 in Philadelphia. And remember, he had 4 of 5 years as a 1,000-yard rusher, but then last season really dipped down, just above 500 yards, only 3 touchdowns. Of course, watch the age as well. He did turn 31 back in July. They'll go again to McCoy. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. Allen hit. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory